is CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. We begin with the latest on the FSU mass shooting. One of the 2 people killed was a FSU employee named Robert Morales. He was originally from Miami. The identity of the second victim hasn't been released. 6 people remain hospitalized. Police also identified the gunman. As you can imagine, students are still trying to come to terms with the horror they experienced on campus. We also heard today from the doctors and nurses who treated those who were hurt. CBS News Miami's Anna McAllister reports from Tallahassee.
It was an incredibly somber and quiet morning on the campus of Florida State University Friday. Students approached the memorial with tears in their eyes, leaving behind flowers for the victims.
It was horrible what everybody on campus had to go through. No student should ever have to go through that.
Students recalling the horror they experienced the day before.
They took us out single file. We had to keep our hands in the air, just being led out to outside.
CBS News Miami confirmed this morning 57-year-old Roberto Morales is one of the 2 people killed in the shooting. Morales is originally from Miami. His brother says Morales worked as a dining coordinator at the Student Union Center where the shooting happened. His brother remembers him as a fantastic person and a great family man. Police say 20-year-old Phoenix Eichner, a student and stepson of a veteran Leon County Sheriff's Deputy, is the man who shot and killed 2 people and injured 6 others. Investigators say Eichner used his stepmother's personal handgun that was formerly a service weapon to commit the crime.
I think there should be a lot of questions raised and an investigation onto how a member of the police force for 18 years was able to leave her gun unchecked and her child was able to come pick it up. Obviously, he's not a minor anymore, but still, and just walk onto campus and do something like this.
The students still shaken from the experience right before the holiday weekend.
It's like Easter weekend and Good Friday today. I think a lot of people are reflecting on their loved ones and their friends. We were both on campus while it was happening, so it was definitely really scary, all the what ifs.
One witness described seeing the shooter pull up in a Hummer. They say he got out and just started shooting. We are working to confirm if the vehicle is his. You can see the yellow crime scene tape right there. Investigators are working to determine a motive right now. The suspect is 20-year-old Phoenix Eichner. He was a student at FSU. He was shot by police but survived and is in custody right now. We know he is not willing to speak with investigators about what happened. His stepmom is a sheriff's deputy in Leon County, where FSU is located. They say she has been with the department for almost 20 years and has been a model employee. Investigators say he used her former service gun during the shooting. We also learned the shooter's birth parents have been in a custody battle from 2007 until 2023. And we continue to follow the latest developments of this deadly FSU mass shooting. You can find up-to-the-minute information by going to our website, cbsmiami.com, and join us for live team coverage coming up next on CBS News Miami at 5.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
Another beautiful day across South Florida, but will it last for the weekend? Chief Meteorologist Iva Cabrera joins us from the Next Weather Sphere.
Yeah, Nash, I think it's going to be looking fantastic both Saturday and for Easter Sunday. The issue we're going to have, again, it's the wind, and that's already creating problems along the beaches and also for marine conditions here. So we actually have 2 alerts to talk about. The rip current threat, that is going to be pervasive throughout the weekend. That's not going to change because of that strong easterly flow coming off the Atlantic. And then for boating, we have a small craft advisory as well, and we're looking at seas really building over the next few days. So it's going to be rough out there in the waters. Really, you want to stay on the sand and enjoy the sunshine because we'll have plenty of it. Let's talk about the forecast as we check in on our headlines here for the weekend. Still no change. I think a couple of isolated showers at best over the next 7 days, and then we'll get into a bit of a pattern change late next week. So for now, we're going to stay as we have been with low humidity as well. That is important because temperatures have been warm, right? Low to mid 80s. You get enough humidity and it starts feeling like 90 plus. Not the case. It'll feel like the temperature with humidity values in check. The gusts are present. East wind, that's going to just continue throughout the weekend here. We've been seeing gusts between 20 and 25 miles an hour, but again, it feels nice out there. And if you're right along the coast, right along the beach, temperatures are going to be a couple of degrees cooler just because of that onshore flow and the water temperatures remaining in the upper 70s. Only thing we're building right now or just a few fair weather clouds coming in off the east. So that's a little bit of moisture in the lowest levels of the atmosphere. But upstairs, still looking at some very dry conditions. And boy, this is a dominating area of high pressure east of the United States right now. And that flow, that clockwise flow around it, will work here. And so that'll give us that easterly wind. You can see its influence across the southeast. It's blocking a frontal boundary from pushing further east. And that's going to create some problems across the north there with severe storms. Rest of the evening looking good. Temperatures in the 70s. If you're stepping out, I think we're going to be just fine. It's really a warm and breezy weekend. That's about it as far as any rain chances. We'll talk about rain tracker in a second, but there are the gusts. And again, that's why we have the small craft advisory. Look at that, 25, 30 miles an hour. This is the kind of wind you're going to feel. We may not get to an advisory criteria, but it is still going to be rather windy throughout the upcoming weekend. Our temperatures staying nice and steady into the low to mid 80s. That's not going to change, and the humidity is not going to change either until we get late next week, and that's what I'm thinking. A couple of showers are possible in the forecast. Now, the east wind at the lowest levels occasionally can bring us a little spots of green here, so wouldn't be surprised to get, a couple showers and then everything pushing to the west. These are going to be short-lived and not going to amount much as far as any rainfall. Don't want you to get surprised, especially right on the beach. If you see one coming, it's not going to be a big deal, but I'll put 10% there for Saturday. Sunday, Easter looking good, and then for the early part of next week, we'll continue with fantastic weather, mid-80s. Rain chances getting a little bit higher towards the end of next week.
And thank you. A domestic violence call took a deadly turn in Miami Gardens. Investigators say it all started between an argument with a couple. We have learned one man is dead, another is hurt. CBS News Miami's Morgan Reiner reports.
I got this phone call, so I got to see what's going on.
This dad anxiously waited to get information from police Friday morning.
The call just said that my son was shot along with her mom's boyfriend.
Miami Gardens police said it started off as a domestic violence dispute. Family told us it was a husband and wife in the home and her 2 children from a previous relationship, ages 18 and 15.
That we received a call of a person shot. Upon arrival, units discovered 2 persons were shot. 2 males were shot. 1 male was critically injured, and he was airlifted to the hospital where he was later pronounced.
Public Information Officer Diana Delgado said it's the husband in his 30s or 40s that died. The woman's son is still alive in the hospital.
At this time, we're still trying to investigate who was the shooter and what led to from the altercation, what led to who was the shooter.
Miami Gardens police said the wife and her other son are at the police station being questioned. While the wife wasn't shot, Miami Gardens police did say she had bruises on her.
What I do want to say, especially to our community, domestic violence right now has risen up, nationwide has gone up. And what I want to say that if you find yourself in a domestic violence situation, please you can contact the Miami Gardens Police Department. There are resources out there.
And that was Morgan Reiner reporting. Broward Sheriff's Deputies are looking for the shooter who killed a father and wounded his son in North Lauderdale. The victim's family says the shooter is no stranger. Marlon Samuels was shot and killed Monday night. It happened behind a shopping center in the 900 block of Southwest 81st Avenue. A relative who does not want to be identified says it was prompted by a dispute over family property. Samuel's mother recently passed away in Jamaica. He reportedly took his son with him to speak with a relative who was upset over a settlement.
He decided that, going forward, it's best if it just sell and, the profit split and share, but I didn't want it that way. Marlon did not deserve it, he did not deserve this, none at all.
The shooter ran away. A nearby security camera caught everything. Detectives say they know who they are looking for. That suspect's name has not been released. The Miami-Dade bus safety program is now over. It was put in place last year to curb speeding and catch drivers who weren't stopping for buses. The Miami-Dade Sheriff announced an end to the school bus safety program due to errors. The system used cameras on school buses for traffic tickets. It was launched in May of last year. Officials say there were too many errors with ticketing and traffic violations.
Effective immediately, we are suspending the bus patrol citation program, and no additional citations will be issued under this program from today forward. These errors make it impossible for our community to resolve their violations within the required 30-day period by either paying the correct fine or requesting an appeal.
The sheriff says the county will try to determine what went wrong. Friday night baseball for free when we come back. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the U.S. could walk away from trying to broker a deal with Russia and Ukraine. That's if progress isn't made in the coming days. Secretary Rubio made the comments leaving France. He traveled there for negotiations with European counterparts.
We are now reaching a point where we need to decide and determine whether this is even possible or not.
Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen returns from El Salvador today. He traveled there to try and secure the release of the man who's being held in a prison. It's after an administrative error led to his deportation. A passenger on a small plane from Belize allegedly shot and killed an American armed with a knife. Officials say he was trying to hijack the plane. Police say he threatened the pilot. There were 14 people on board. Investigators say the hijacker stabbed 2 fellow passengers, but one passenger with a licensed firearm killed the attacker. The injured passengers were taken to the hospital. Are you ready for some Friday night baseball? The Marlins are back on our sister station, CW Miami 33. You can watch the Marlins take on the Phillies tonight at 6:45 on CW Miami 33. And that does it for your CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a wonderful day.